This is a topic that we think that we know what's going on. We think that it's a value that should be practiced in our everyday life.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Good Talk. This is a series by MYMCA where youth could come together and discuss about topics that are current and relevant. And I'm your host, Bernice. So, for today's episode, we'll be talking about empathy. So this conversation is for us to share our personal experiences and perspective of this very important topic. And we have with ourselves some students from Ngee Ann Polytechnic from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. So let's get to know them before we start.
Hi, my name is Jane.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie.
My name is Jill.
I'm Jamie.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Let's start off with the first question. So guys, what does empathy mean to you?
Empathy means to take the time and patience to understand others, taking the time to know the person internally.
Okay, for me, I feel like empathy is like to actually feel what they feel and like have a deeper connection than merely just saying, okay, yes, I understand.
Really going deep and being more sensitive, trying to understand their situation better.
Be able to share the feelings of the particular person maybe you're talking to, and at the same time understand from their own perspective.
Feel exactly how the person's feeling, to be able to put yourself in their shoes and to really just understand their situation and how they're really feeling.
Okay, so next question. Through your experiences in school, considering that you guys are students at School of Humanities and Social Sciences, have you guys shown acts of empathy to other, or have you received empathy from other people?
I actually work with migrant workers, so I make videos, infographic, pledges, and also to befriend them, to know more about them.
We had to write something related to the social community. Me and my group of friends actually personally went down to visit a group of families. Then we actually brought them over to watch a movie. Yeah, like the entire family. We went all the way down to the house and really get to know them better before we actually planned. Yeah, that is what my course did.
There's this one point of time during year one where we were all very stressed out with the amount of like assignments that we had. So it was a tough time for like many of us, and especially for that one friend that I've never actually once really got to know her. But I took the time to listen to her and to understand her perspective, where she was coming from. So I feel like on that day, it wasn't just I empathized with her, but it was a mutual exchange on both parts. I would really like encourage people to like empathize with one another because it goes a long way.
Because in my CCA, Young Advocating for the Younger Club, Yay Club, I perform puppetry performances. I write scripts for children. So we have one script about empathy where we showed children about the importance of empathy and how to show empathy and how to really just get to know the other person.
So with that said, other than empathy, as you guys have shown, you guys have highlighted that it seems to be like a very important value within your lives. What other values do you think are as important than empathy?
For me, I think one of the more important values that I hold is sincerity. For me, I do a lot of community work. I do it because I love to help people and I want to be of a positive influence in their lives. I'm not doing it because, I just want to buff up my portfolio. One of my friends just asked me to join. Knowing that our actions comes from our heart is what is important.
So I think initiative is also very important in our lives. We often have to take the first step to start something.
I think through the values you said of like respect, sincerity, comprehension, initiative, and love, I think what it shows here is that we're very people motivated. We just like working with people. We love doing these kind of human connections with others. And I think that's, as like HMS students, our motto of Think People just really shines through these values that we hold dear to our hearts. The next question I have for you guys is, which beneficiary do you guys feel very empathetic towards to, and why?
Yeah, okay, so I think for me, it will be migrant workers. It doesn't really impact me that much, but I'm also a foreigner, and so I kind of understand like the difficulties of like being a foreigner in Singapore, let alone like the migrant workers who are really just here to like find a job and support their families.
I feel that I'm the most empathetic towards migrant workers as well, because I talked to some of the migrant workers, and some of them actually got tricked into coming to Singapore. After they take the airplane flight to Singapore, they are given a different contract. People are more motivated for monetary purposes and not thinking of the people welfare. Yeah.
I think really giving my heart to the elderly community, having to face a lot of struggles and challenges by themselves, and just being away from their families and not having enough social support is something that my heart really I think breaks and it aches because I mean, through first-hand experience and through that I really cannot help but just want to empathize more, especially with our growing elderly population. It's really a concerning issue.
With my course, I just tend to just feel more towards children, towards special needs children especially, with all the stigmatization and the stereotypes, discrimination, just Singapore in general can just be more inclusive towards them, just really work towards integrating, the differences together and being one large community together.
Thank you guys so much for sharing. I think what we've learned here is that empathy is really just this huge ball of learning to be patient with others and as well trying to understand them. And I think through our conversations and through what we've learned from different experiences of how you guys received and give empathy as well, I think all of us have a different perspective as to how empathy can look different for everyone. Yeah. And I think I can say for all of us that we hope through this conversation, we hope people are more open-minded toward others and hopefully show more empathy towards other people, right? Yeah. All right. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Good Talk, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.